Though she did use that to win the women's title, it's true.
We do? Are we on now?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Is everybody hearing us now?
Hello.
Are we here?
Where am
All
I?
right. Well, you can tell me if we're on or not. Can you guys hear us? Are we live? Okay. Well, what does that mean?
Oh, Superplex. Is this going to work?
Oh, my goodness.
That was scary.
You can hear us on the video.
That was beyond scary.
Oh, we're there now.
There was some very scary moments in the tag match, but that was also just as scary.
Okay. We have sound now. We didn't have sound when we started this video. God damn.
Yes.
Technical difficulties are messing with us tonight.
The Ringside Report watch along now with sound.
So what did we say again? We
I don't know.
Tag
I don't
match.
remember what
Tag
we were
match was
saying.
great.
The tag match was very good.
Darby Allin was a good match too.
Yeah.
We're talking about how Cody and MJF, it's gonna be mostly story and maybe some salad dressing.
Right. And Moxley and Jericho.
Probably the same thing.
So we're now watching the Chris Statlander Nyla Rose match.
And it's pretty good. We just saw a really kind of scary spot there. Statlander tried to give us top rope or second rope
It looked
superplex.
like she went for top rope though.
Yeah, and her foot slipped as she was going down, and thankfully she landed okay, and Nyla was able to do the flip over to make it a convincing bump. But man, that looks scary. And oh my goodness,
Very scary. Thankfully, it's
over,
and she didn't die.
Powerbomb off the top rope. Nyla Rose beats Chris Statlander to retain her AEW Women's Championship. Nyla Rose first title defense. Match was all right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I feared for Statlander's life twice. The superplex, where it looked like she was going to drop on her head, and it looked like she was going to drop on the head in the Hurricanrana reverse. Because she had her, but didn't really have her when she went for the power bomb. And that's kind of rough when you're kind of just holding the air like that, and it's like, that neck might just right down. Thankfully, no, but very scary. I was worried. Thankfully, she's okay.
Yeah, it turned out all right. Everybody's fine.
Man,
showing us some of the highlights here, which I need to watch because I was working on the technical difficulties, so I kind of missed a big chunk of this match, which is always fun.
It's really the dives, and the power bomb, and then the
That was
suplex.
nice.
Will they even show the suplex? No, they won't even show the suplex.
So this is the AEW Watch Along, the Wrestling Uncensored Ringside Report Network Watch Along. Checking in with you here tonight, a little bit later than we had planned, because we planned to go on around 9. Around 8:45, Kenny and Hangman and the Bucks come out. We figure, okay, the match will go on. Probably be over about 9:05,
Ish.
9:10. Yeah. It went to like 9:25, 9:30. That match
was
super long. It was very good, though. Match of the night. Just over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And a surprising finish, Kenny and Hangman beating the Bucks to retain the tag team titles, which
buckshot lariat from Hangman.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet, and we didn't really expect Kenny and Hangman to retain tonight, but they did.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd win. Actually,
you weren't on the Dave and Johnny live preview, so you can say that you made correct predictions all you want, but
it's
you don't.
In my heart.
Yeah, well, you don't have it
felt.
on record, so it doesn't mean anything to me.
My heart's the record.
Too bad.
But
you got to put it on record. Get a Twitter page and get it together.
There were so many incredible false finishes in that match because they hit the buckshot lariat and the V trigger like more than once that match at the same time and still didn't win. And the Bucks hit the Meltzer driver I think twice as well, still didn't win. It was crazy. Fantastic. Good.
Great match.
I love the stuff that was going on the entrance ramp when Matt Jackson was doing his multiple Northern Light suplexes. That first one looked like he landed like square on his head.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, and then he kept going. And then like did that third one, we did the release.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then we're talking about the Kenny Omega, that the thing he did to the power bomb. The transition, like the core strain. What was the first part of that move?
Yeah, it was a gut wrench.
Yeah.
Kenny had Matt Jackson gut wrench, and then he lifted him up smoothly up into a powerbomb position, and then dropped him down, and it was super impressive.
Yeah.
And Johnny North was like, "I could do that," and I was like,
I could do that.
"Yeah, let's see you do it.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see you do it, brother."
I needed the room and the space. Kenny has tons of room in that big ring. So yeah.
What's your main core strength exercises, John? What do you like to do for core strength?
Who cares?
Well, because like that required a lot of core strength from Kenny. So
I don't want to hear Johnny North's exercise tips. I really couldn't care.
I do love dips a lot. Dips are fantastic.
You crunches?
Crunches, but they have to be kind of like dips almost in a sense where you kind of earn the dip position and then you just lift up. Those are fantastic, but hard as hell to do.
You guys are boring. Good thing you guys aren't hosting this show. Terrible.
Yeah, working out, it's such a bad thing.
Oh, it's just boring. No one wants to hear your workout
Can we do
tips.
a bodybuilding competition one day? That'd be great.
Why would we do that?
You know who'd win.
I'm not a bodybuilder.
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We could do a bodybuilding competition, and then we could follow it up with a real MMA fight. All right? See who wins.
I've seen that.
What's up?
Doesn't seem like a good follow-up, to be honest.
Oh, I think it's a great follow-up because you win one, and then I win one. And then the people decide what actually matters, the body or the real ability to kick ass.
Although I'd like to see guys who opposed off like Triple H and Scott Steiner did that time. They were like...
Yeah, then we should do bench press together.
Well, Triple H may have the better body, but Scott Steiner could shoot, brother.
No, it's true, though. Steiner was a wrestler, actually.
That's right.
Yeah.
University of Michigan. Wolverines. All right, so
Huge
what else
man.
did we have at AEW tonight?
You had the pre-show.
Darby Allin beat Sammy Guevara in 5 minutes. Jake Hager beat Dustin Rhodes in 14 minutes, most of which he spent kissing his wife, who was ringside. That was super weird. He kept going over to her and making out with her. Strange.
And then Dustin made out with her, too. That was a great
Dustin made out with her. That was, it was part of the match, right?
Yeah, but you can't do that anymore.
Why not?
What?
Come on, man.
Unwanted sexual advancement, No,
she's used to kissing guys on camera, brother.
She consents to that.
So, yeah, well, what, women do it to men sometimes in wrestling.
Who's to say that?
And it's Goldust, too. It's it's different when it's Goldust doing it. It's part of the gimmick.
Who's to say she didn't consent?
Who's to say she didn't like
She
Dustin?
acted kind of like, oh.
Yeah, after the fact. Okay, after the deed is done. That's not fair. What? It's true.
John,
it's oh, well, that wasn't good. That was terrible. Oh, you took advantage of me. No, you consented all the way to the fact. Come on.
Well, what's she supposed to do?
Take it easy, 50 Shades of North over there.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
This guy.
If you tie her up and she's okay with it, but then after the fact she's not okay
with it.
who's
tying who up here?
Take it easy with a BDSM buddy over there. What are you doing?
We can't talk about my dreams.
If I were Dustin Rhodes, I would have asked her if it was
okay. I don't want to talk about
okay.
your sick sexual fantasies here on the show. It's disgusting.
Just my dreams. I'm not
Makes
getting
me
into the
sick.
details about everything. I can't remember my dreams start to finish. I just remember flashes. I don't know if you want to talk about the flashes so much.
No, I do not want to talk about the
Yo,
flash.
shut up about your flashing, man. It's disgusting. Stop flashing people. The Dark Order beat SCU in the opener. The Dark Order beating SCU and then beating up SCU. And then Colt Cabana came out to help and make the save. Colt Cabana, of course, from Chicago. The pay-per-view's in Chicago right now. And he wasn't enough to stop the Dark Order. Dark Order beat him up. And then Christopher Daniels showed up. He was wearing a big robe. It looked like maybe he was going to be the Exalted One. But no, it was Chris Daniels. He attacked the Dark Order. Chris Daniels, SCU, and Colt Cabana stand tall at the end of the pre-show. Very cool pre-show segment. Very cool pre-show match. I like that. It was good.
I would have liked it if Christopher Daniels said just it's me, somebody. It would have been nice.
Yeah. I like that better than the Hager-Dustin Rhodes match, really. That Hager-Rhodes match was yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said that was 14 minutes. I was like...
It was long, but not much happened.
It just kind of washed over you.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special.
I don't know. I find the effort's been really high tonight, though. It seems like they're really trying to put out their best here tonight.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't
right
memorable, right?
Well, I just meant as a whole.
And it was Jake Hager's first match,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm liking this production though, with the lights on the little there's little screens on the ramp.
Here comes Cody.
The ramp looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks really nice. They have good production value on this show.
MJF is already in the ring.
Chandelier looking thing.
MJF looking super tanned.
Yeah.
You notice how tanned he looks?
Yeah, really tanned.
It looks like spray tan.
Looks like a baked bean.
And Cody now coming down to the ring. They're showing him backstage. He's got Arn Anderson and Brandy there with him.
Kind of polka dots on the floor, you know?
Yeah, kind
Oh,
of.
yeah, a little bit. Polka dot lights for his entrance.
That's right, baby.
The black and yellow polka dots.
Oh, that's cool.
And the stage lifting for Cody to come up through the stage.
He's
He always does that.
He's like Jay-Z.
It's just Cody,
He wishes. He wishes.
He's not with anybody else. It's just Cody by himself.
Oh, yeah. Brandy and Arn were like backstage with him. Maybe they'll come through the regular ramp.
Okay.
Because Cody came through the floor.
I imagine
Brandy and Arn are going to come to the ring with him because...
He's got a band?
Oh, I think it's the people that do his theme song.
Is that Mojo Rawley?
Is that Mojo? The guy looks like he's in better shape than Mojo.
I think this is a custom written song for Cody, eh? If you read the lyrics to this song,
sounds like
it's about Cody. There's a lot of, I don't think you guys
Talking
know.
about his dad? Yeah, I know the lyrics. Yeah.
There's lyrics like hard times. Like there's something about hard times in the song.
It references his dad a lot.
Yeah. My father said, when I was younger, hard times make better men.
Whoa.
That's the lyric.
Cody's got like a huge team.
Cody's got a gigantic squad with him.
Entourage.
He's got...
Dustin.
It's Stephen Amell, the actor from Arrow. Stephen Amell is there. Dustin Rhodes is there. Arn Anderson is there. Brandy is there. QT Marshall is there.
Whoa, like what the heck?
And some other guys.
The guy with the man bun.
Who are the other guys? Yeah, who's the guy with the hair?
Well, why does Cody
I think that's
get
the guy
this?
who won Tough Enough 2 seasons ago.
Josh?
Big Josh.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm joking.
The Yeti.
I'm joking. It's not that guy.
He doesn't look that tall.
No, he's not that big. I'm just trying to think who was the last wrestler I saw with a man bun. I think it was that Big Josh
It was,
who
yeah.
won Tough Enough. The 2 winners that won Tough Enough that season, no longer in the wrestling business.
But quite a few people are left.
But a lot, like Mandy Rose, Velveteen Dream, Sonya Deville,
Chelsea Green,
all in that season of Tough Enough, and all successful.
John Morrison
In WWE. Oh. No, not in that season.
Not that season, no.
John. Stick to the script, dude.
Daniel Pewter.
Is he still in wrestling?
No, I wouldn't imagine. Just.
What happened?
I think that was John Morrison's season, wasn't it? Oh no, he won.
Oh, Davis and Figueiredo didn't make weight. What a pendejo! What happened there?
So it's not a championship fight?
It wasn't a championship fight, but he won.
Oh, that's terrible.
Weak sauce. So that's what happened in the UFC. Davis and Figueiredo apparently beat my man Joseph Benavidez. But he didn't make weight. He didn't make 125, so it couldn't be for the championship,
That's
the vacant title. So now there's still no UFC flyweight champion. Good job, UFC.
That's depressing.
Keep up the good work, Dana.
It's fucking stupid.
Is that new, that neck tattoo?
Is that a real tattoo?
That is hideous.
Is that a real tattoo on his neck?
I believe so. And he's highlighting it.
I hope it's just like makeup or something.
I think it's real.
If that's a real tattoo, my God, Cody. Not a
good look.
You don't need a neck tattoo, Cody Rhodes. It's a weird.
Yeah.
It's like the American Nightmare logo on him. Is that real?
Did
Did he really tattoo his logo on his neck? Dude.
I got no problem with people doing tats.
On your neck like that?
I don't know. It doesn't look good. I don't think it looks good.
Looks like he's like a juggalo or something.
It looks pretty cheap. I don't like it.
More the face though. Like,
this guy's an executive vice president of a major company. You can't be walking around with a neck tattoo, brother.
Was he Cody Garbrandt?
Yeah. So Figueiredo was 127.5 pounds. He beat Joseph Benavidez by TKO in the second round tonight. Damn.
That's a shame.
My man Magomed Ankalaev won by knockout in 38 seconds, but apparently was an early stoppage. The ref screwed up big time. But still, Magomed looking good. I keep telling you guys about Magomed on Ringside Report MMA, which you can watch every Thursday at 8 p.m. here on the channel. Here we go, Cody and MJF. The bell just rang.
Is Magomed's nickname Mega? Mega Magomed.
It should be. He's mega awesome.
I come up with good nicknames. Heavenly Kevinly.
That's pretty good.
It is.
All right, it's all right.
Oh, you liked it.
MJF looking very lean tonight. Obviously
looking more tan than anything.
Well,
man, this Cody tattoo is super distracting. It's like too colorful. I don't know. It's like bright.
I get. That's all I see.
Yeah.
And also it takes away from his hair. You know, like his hair used to be the kind of thing that you would look at like up top, like, oh yeah, he's got that like white hair. Now it's just like, oh, the tattoo. And then you just think, oh, bad decision, Cody.
I don't know. I don't like it.
I can't get
I don't
behind
mind.
him.
I'm okay with tats.
You don't have any.
No, I don't. But it's a personal choice.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Sometimes you see tattoos and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
bad tattoo.
I don't object to his dream tattoo on over his heart.
when
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think
Right.
his other tattoos are fine.
Oh, flipping off the crowd. You can do that on pay-per-view. I don't know if you can do that on TNT.
Oh, MJF just like
Oh, hit that guy's beer. Hit that guy's beer.
A guy in the crowd's hat off. I think that wasn't a plant either. That was just a guy.
He was okay with it, though. He's
fine. What's he going to do?
He's quite the portly fellow.
Take it easy.
You got to watch out, though. I mean, that kind of stuff can cause a riot, though. I mean, that guy was okay with it, but some guys will be like, okay, now it's on. That's assault.
Yeah, if somebody did that to me, like if MJF did that to
Right.
me, yo.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, let's do
I would
it.
fuck him up.
Well, no, they're flipping him off.
Oh, they're flipping MJF off. Yeah, of course.
Oh!
Oh, but that guy's not in. That guy's
Is that
not in
plants?
the crowd. That guy wasn't in the crowd. That guy was on the other side of the barricade, wasn't he?
I thought-
MJF just threw beer on a guy. Was
fan,
he a
no?
fan?
I think it was a fan, like just like on the other side of the back.
Oh
like,
man, I wonder. Whoa, what's going on there? Did he actually throw beer on a fan?
There was
so, yeah.
security heavily there.
Man,
So.
if MJF did that to me, man, I would be
Yeah,
pissed.
yeah, but there was security there. So
I'm jumping you, MJF. You do that to me, I'm telling you, dude, I'm jumping you, and you're gonna be in big trouble.
Maxwell.
Isn't it Matthew? No, wait, no. JR screwed that up, right? It is Matthew.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what his name is.
Thank you, Rocky.
JR should say that.
Yeah, when people correct him, it doesn't matter what his name is. God damn it! I'm tougher than a $2 steak, and I'm gonna beat you like a government mule.
It's new gear for MJF, I believe, right?
Is it?
I haven't seen him in this.
Oh yeah,
kind
it's
of
like shiny trunks. He's got that like shiny plasticky trunk.
Yeah.
Mm.
Looks very WCW.
Looks like an Armstrong.
Who do you think's gonna win this match?
I had MJF. This is where we differed, right? It was the only match we differed.
I think Cody. But that neck tattoo is making me change my opinion.
Yeah, I had Cody. You've got Cody. Although you're doubting yourself now, and you've got MJF.
That's right.
I see people are on the chat. I see Derek John,
Where's it
Daniel
going?
Winston.
Shout out.
Shout out to Derek John, by the way. Thanks for the super chat that you did on Wrestling Uncensored. You guys can super chat. Click that.
Woo!
Actually,
Click the $sign there and do a super chat, and that way we'll answer your questions, or if there's like a subject you guys want us to talk about here on the show or anything, just hit that super chat, and that way we'll see it up. It'll pop up on the chat, and we'll be able to talk about whatever you guys are saying.
no blood so far. I was expecting blood in this match.
I think Jericho's going to bleed tonight, so maybe they're going to save it for one match. You know?
That's a good idea.
Jericho is very into, like, if he's going to have blood in his match, or if he's going to have chairs or whatever, like he doesn't want other people to do it because it takes away, right? And I think Jericho, because he bled on Dynamite, because he got busted open in a real way, he's for sure bleeding tonight. So I wouldn't expect to see a lot of blood on the rest of the show, because I think Jericho's going to bleed like a stuck pig. The Crimson Mask.
Moxley too, you think?
I think Moxley might bleed, yeah.
Bleeding into the eye patch. You know?
I think for sure Jericho, but maybe Moxley too.
Well, the thing is, too, I think, isn't it probably next? Like, is there any other matches after this?
Yes,
So,
there is.
what is the match after this?
There are. There's one more match that we haven't seen, and it's a big one, Big Johnny. Big.
It's big, huh?
It is Pac
Pac.
versus
Oh.
Orange Cassidy.
I'm surprised it wasn't on the pre-show.
yeah.
Orange.
Okay.
The Orange Man
I guess
is
you need
coming up.
a break in between big matches, I suppose.
You're going to get Orange crushed.
I don't imagine that'll be long. It's not going to be 30 minutes.
Cody's got him beat, but he's like, no. He had him 1-2, but then he lifted his head up. He could have beat MJF, but he wants to beat up MJF, and now he's punching him in the head. Oh, maybe he will make MJF bleed. He's hitting him right in the head.
Probably going to lose now,
There
too.
has been a lot of, MJF did a lot to Cody, put Cody through a lot in the lead up to this match, so you should expect Cody to, like, really, like, beat the shit out of MJF here, right?
Well,
You should.
It's not about winning. It's more about just putting a beating on him. That's it. MJF wants to prove that he's better than him by pinning him.
Yeah.
MJF's got to win. I'm pushing this.
Yeah, like a politician over there. Listen, we got to do this. We're going to go here. We're going to win. And the 1%. Sorry.
That's right.
I'm burning now?
Well, I don't know. You're getting excited.
Oh, beer in the face.
Oh, Brandy just beard Warlord in the face.
Warlord.
Well, that's what Johnny North called him. Johnny North thought his name was Warlord.
That's actually better than Wardlow, actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I know the connotations, but it's still
Johnny
better.
North's wrestling name should be Warlord, you know? He's like really into violence and like 50 Shades. He is Warlord.
I was thinking Johnny Bangs, actually.
That's yeah. I don't know. Too bad
Is
Johnny.
that your porno name, Johnny Bang?
Too bad Johnny
the catchphrase
Swinger
would
is
be,
already
with
taken.
the hips, swinging.
My catchphrase, my porno name is Guy Fucks.
Mine is Tom Wanks
Nice.
with an X, like 3 X's actually.
Very creative.
That's right. And I do like porno parodies of Tom Hanks movies, like exclusively. So like I'm in Big. Get it, Big.
Castaway?
Yeah, I had something for that. Philadelphia is kind of sad though.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to know about that. Don't tell me about that.
Good.
Shout out to Daniel Winston.
Shout out.
Hitting us up on the
Hey,
super chat.
daddy boy.
Thank you, Daniel. Daniel thinks Cody's going to win this match.
It's okay. You can think that way. You'll be wrong, but it's okay.
It's an
Daniel
educated
Winston.
opinion.
Shout out to you, Daniel, agreeing with the Simon brothers. And more importantly, forget him. Agreeing with me. Dave Simon. Dave Simon MMA on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you, Daniel. Agreeing with me, that's the way to go. If you agree with me, you'll never be wrong.
I think a lot of people like Cody a lot. I get it. I think he's the number one face in the company, so why not get behind him? But he's going to lose.
Oh, the
You
crowd
guys-
was pretty into Kenny and Hangman tonight.
That's
You guys
true.
have heard the popular catchphrase, AJ's always right?
I haven't.
There's a new catchphrase.
It's popular?
Dave's always right. Oh, very popular.
I know that catchphrase.
All the kids are saying AJ's always right.
AJ would be very happy about this.
Oh, yeah. It's a very popular catchphrase.
Pro AJ stuff AJ likes.
Oh, AJ's been banned from the chat, by the way.
Really?
Permanently banned.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's very upset by this.
He's faced a lifetime ban. He knows why.
Wow. Sad.
What
Very
did he do?
sad.
He's the
Oh,
only
he did a lot
person.
of
Well,
things.
I know what he did.
AJ's the only person who's been lifetime banned from the chat, and he's on Ringside Report MMA. He's the only person we've had to ban, and he's on the show. Good job, AJ.
Oh, no, you banned Rosie from like the show itself.
Who's Rosie?
Oh, can I call him Eric? Or
You mean Rosie face?
Rosie?
It's Rollsy. Like
Oh, I thought-
rolling down a hill.
I thought it was Rosie because his face looks kind of like
Nah,
Rosie.
man. He's banned from the show, but AJ's not banned from the show. He just can't chat.
Ah, okay.
But you can, but AJ can't.
Because on the show, he's able to be a little more controlled. On the chat, who knows what he can
Well,
get
that's
up
it.
to.
On the chat,
Well, it's
like,
not so much
he's
that.
on his own, you know? He's
Yeah.
not, you know. And also,
No
when he's
filter.
on the show, sometimes he goes on the chat. You know what I caught him doing on Thursday night? Thursday night, we're doing the show, okay?
This
And-
is partly my fault
Well, yeah.
because I said something and he responded back to it.
Listen, everybody on the Ringside Report team needs to listen to me more, okay? Fred and I are always on the same page. You and AJ need to fucking get in line and just listen to me. Otherwise, you're both fired, all right? That's the way it is.
I did nothing wrong. Like, I'm sorry if like my comment made him react. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't just react on the show. Like,
Anyways, so he's doing the show with us. He's sitting right here, okay? AJ's sitting here.
this mic.
Fred's sitting here. I'm sitting here. We're talking about MMA. We're doing the show right here. We're on YouTube. He's got on his phone the show. He's watching the show. He's on the show. And we have a monitor over here where you can even see yourself on the show.
There's me.
And I have it always running here on the computer just to see the chat and different things going on. So you can even see it here. And AJ's got it on his phone. So you know what I did? I took his phone. I confiscated it. Put it over here. He wasn't allowed to take his phone for the rest of the show. He's on the chat. He's watching the show. When he's on the show, there are reasons why he's been banned, okay?
Makes sense.
He's misbehaving. He's like a child. You have to treat him like a child.
You put it in the drawer on your desk?
I put him in timeout.
Yeah.
Oh. MJF with a Fujiwara armbar now on Cody Rhodes.
That's pretty cool. Daniel said he went to Dynamite, actually.
He went to a Dynamite in Austin, Texas. That's pretty cool.
Austin, Texas.
Cool.
Shout out to Texas.
Austin, get some of that Franklin barbecue. It's supposed to be good.
What happened on the post show though? Because they usually do some crazy stuff on the post show. I think Sean Spears got stunned by Tony Khan, one of them. They had Scooby Doo and Jesus on one of them.
Yeah, keep talking Scooby Doo. I don't know Scooby Doo.
You have to watch from 2 weeks ago. Scooby Doo was right in the front row. Very annoying.
That's a copyright infringement.
I think Warner's okay with it.
Yeah, isn't TNT Warner?
Oh, it is now. Yeah, Time Warner. Yeah, that's true.
It's all the same. So it works.
Synergy.
Haha.
The
Corporations.
word of the day is synergy.
Everything's owned by 3 different corporations.
It's true.
Pretty much 2 at this point.
Johnson & Johnson and Disney?
Disney.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of entertainment is owned by like 2 dudes. 2 old white dudes. And the only entertainment that isn't owned by 2 old white dudes is this show right here, brother.
It's a young white dude.
It's owned by young white dudes, which is marginally better, I think.
For the time being. But in like time, we'll be old. And then
And then we'll be old white dudes.
we put on a nice flow.
Shit.
Father Time coming.
It sucks. It's okay. I'm constantly checking my privilege. Constantly. I'm like, wait a second.
I have a stepfather time.
Yo.
So Cody lost the boot.
MJF just took Cody's boot off. And now he's stomping on his socked foot. Cody's got some green and white socks on for some reason.
And he's biting
his toes. He's biting his toes. Good God Almighty, he's biting his toes.
Maybe MJF's got a toe thing.
MJF likes feet. Why is he biting his toes?
Maybe.
That's a weird thing to do in a wrestling match. Like, I mean, I guess
Kiss my foot match.
I guess it could be effective, but like, of all the dastardly tricks you're gonna do, you're gonna take your opponent's boot off and bite his toes
and his sweaty sock in your mouth.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It seems like almost worse for you than it is for him.
Yeah.
Unless you bite a toe clean off, but he didn't do that.
No, he just kind of
gnawed
at it,
bit his toe a bit, and then stopped. I think MJF just wanted to put Cody's foot in his mouth
on TV.
It was an interesting visual, so
it was, but it was.
Maybe he was like, "Take this, Shayna Baszler."
No blood, thankfully.
That wasn't blood. That was food coloring.
That wasn't great. And now Cody's wrestling with one boot on and a sock.
We've seen this before, actually. Scorpio Sky did this.
Ooh.
In AEW, because he lost his shoe.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. This is on purpose.
Oh, looks like a reverse suplex here off the top.
Reverse superplex.
Whoa!
Ooh, MJF kind of landed on his feet there a little bit.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad for him.
Wouldn't his like knees absorb the shock? Kind of like, wouldn't that be bad?
It would actually hurt a lot, actually.
Yeah, if you land on your feet, and you're kind of bent, the shock would like.
He didn't land clean on his back.
Hurt your back.
Also, didn't like Cody break his master toe? To have your boot exposed like
master toe? The big toe, you mean?
The big toe, yeah.
The captain of the toes.
Yeah.
Master toe.
Never heard that term before.
I don't think it is a term. I think that's another Johnny Northism.
Yeah. Master.
Disaster kick, but with a bare foot, no boot on. And now Cody's going to do a dot. No.
Oh, it's Warlord.
Warlord. And the Barbarian.
Barbarian's actually wrestling tonight, too.
In AEW?
No, in Canada.
Oh, whatever. Oh, crowd standing up. What are they looking at?
My nickname for Warlord is Corporate Ryback.
I think Ryback's bigger, but still.
Is he?
Yeah, Ryback's bigger. Bigger neck.
Why isn't Ryback in AEW?
Money. It's all about the money.
So Wardlow got up on the apron, and now Arn Anderson's got a chair, and he's like, yo, Warlord, you better back off, man. And Brandy's like standing with Arn like, yeah, Arn. Yeah, I've got shorts on.
Short shorts, too.
They're quite shorts.
Oh, there's the color.
MJF is bleeding. I guess he was outside the ring for a while, and now he's reemerged bleeding. I guess he cut his own head, right?
Like, with the disaster kick, he got busted open?
Oh, he bladed.
Disaster kick with no boot, he got busted open. And then he went outside the ring.
Whoa, is he bleeding?
That's like, clear across like the forehead,
too.
Yeah, MJF cut himself with a blade, obviously. And now he is bleeding. Well, so much for that theory of no blood in other
or
matches.
Or Jericho's like steaming mad backstage right now. Like, I told them I was doing the blood.
Well, I guess with Jericho, it's going to be more natural, right? Because you just have to punch him and he'll probably bleed.
Is his forehead that cut up? Is he like? Does he have Ric Flair forehead? I didn't think Jericho bled that easy. I don't remember Jericho bleeding that easily in matches.
He didn't bleed that much in WWE.
Yeah, like only like Hell in a Cell matches and stuff. There's one against Triple H. That was like a bloody match, I think.
There's quite a bit of blood on Cody right now.
Yeah, MJF is bleeding like a stuck pig. He's got the Crimson Mask. It's a lot of blood coming from MJF.
Oh, little Randy pose.
Oh, why is Cody doing a Randy pose?
Legacy.
No, because he's about to do the Hangman DDT. That's why.
The Rand DDT.
Oh, he's not doing it. MJF reverses and the foot stomp again. And now he's going to do the Randy DDT? Nope. Doing something else. Oh,
that's
like
interesting.
A pile driver, Hangman pile driver.
The ref clearly sees the pin right here.
What are you doing, Warlord?
Yeah, MJF tried to put his foot on the ropes, and then Warlord tried to hold the foot on the ropes for MJF to get the pin on Cody. The ref obviously saw it, started yelling at Warlord.
Oh.
Brandy tries to do a crossbody on Warlord, but he catches her, and now
she looks scared.
What's he gonna do? Hey, Arn Anderson, shouldn't you do something? Warlord's telling him to put her down. Cody goes to kick Warlord, but Warlord moves out of the way, and Cody hits a big boot on Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson is down.
Arn took a bump.
Bumpski for Arn.
Yeah, I hope he's got some padding there.
Now we got some help for Arn because, he's got a bad neck, Arn.
Oh, boy. Get the cooler with the beers. Get the neck brace. We're about to do a 4 Horsemen promo next week, brother. Arn's retiring again. Call Kevin Nash. Oh, referee distracted with broken Arn. MJF with a punch to Cody's balls, but Cody kicks out. Cody kicks out at 2. Cody's not done. His cojones may be hurting, but Cody Rhodes is still in this match. His penis may be swollen and bruised, but Cody Rhodes is still fighting.
The balls. When your balls get swollen, it's rough.
Oh.
You just took it to another level, you fucking guy.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? He just takes it there.
The imagery.
I'm making jokes, and John's like being weird.
Oh! That was fun. Scary, but fun.
Who vertical suplex who out of there?
MJF vertical
suplex Cody out of the ring.
Oh, no,
Cody. Yeah, see? It was confusing because everybody went flying there. So Cody lifts MJF up, vertical suplex near the ropes.
But then
MJF
right near Arn, too.
MJF goes over the top, lands on the floor, but brings Cody with him, and then boom, gets suplexed over. Whoa, that was nuts.
Not as smooth as Bret Hart would do it.
Oh, no. AJ's on the chat? I thought we banned him for life.
Hooray!
Oh, AJ's on the chat. I thought you were banned for life. John, you need to... I'm going to ban you for life, too, from the chat, all right? You're going to be banned.
Oh, that's sad.
AJ, you still haven't made good.
Shout out,
Present
AJ.
Keitel. Bring Keitel to me.
Yeah.
AJ's cool.
AJ's all right. Gotta love AJ. Magomed Ankalaev won tonight. I'll be gloating to AJ on Thursday, talking about how good he is.
And you guys have a watch-along next week, too.
Yeah, we have a watch-along, 2 watch-alongs next week.
What?
Next Saturday is UFC 248.
Okay.
Next Sunday is Elimination Chamber.
Wow.
You ready?
I'm not ready, obviously, because I didn't realize
I'm ready.
Are you ready for the Chamber?
The Elimination Chamber.
Actually, WWE isn't even ready because they canceled their main event for that. It was supposed to be like Roman Reigns going for the...
Yeah.
AJ just got
changed, huh?
What happened? Where's AJ?
AJ's spamming again. He got banned for spamming.
Stop spamming, AJ.
AJ.
Classic AJ.
Oh.
Cody and MJF slugging it out now. This match still going.
This is kind of long now, too.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
I want to say close to 20 here.
Well, a little bit of salad dressing. You got the Arn spot,
MJF blading.
Oh,
Cody hitting
baby.
the dusty punches. Oh, shake, rattle, and roll, baby. And the elbow. Oh, MJF falls. Doesn't take the elbow.
Boo.
Well, it's okay. He's got to win, so it's good. Crowd's really into this too.
Is it wrong? I always think Michael J. Fox when I think MJF.
No, you're not too wrong.
Oh, MJF hits his version of the crossroads. 1, 2. No, Cody kicks
The double
out.
cross.
Yeah, the double cross. Because that's what he did to Cody Rhodes, and then he stole his finisher.
I think Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf actually with MJF.
Huh?
It's an old movie, very old movie.
Yeah. There's a lot of. You know the J doesn't mean anything.
No?
No, it's because there's like another actor named Michael Fox. So he's like, all right, I'll be Michael J. Fox then.
It's nice.
That happens. Like, Michael Keaton? His real name is Michael Douglas. But because there's Michael Douglas, he's like, I guess, because he was like Buster Keaton. So he took Keaton. A little Hollywood history there for you.
Thank you.
I got more.
Oh, low blow. Vertebreaker?
Oh, I thought Unprettier for a second.
No, it's Vertebreaker.
Oh, Cody's going to hit his...
Oh!
Oh, that's his new finish. He's going to get him. 1, 2...
No!
MJF kicked out. That's pretty surprising.
Pay-per-view. We're getting a lot of surprising.
Wasn't it
kickouts.
called, like, when Homicide did it? Wasn't it called, like, The Cop Killer?
It was.
Ah, that's a great name. A-Cab.
But a Hurricane, I think, called it the Vertebreaker.
Shout out
The
Daniel
Hurricane?
Winston. Shout out to Texas sending another super chat. Thank you, Daniel.
Wow,
Thank
another
you,
Glad
Danny
you're-
boy.
Glad you're enjoying the show.
Much obliged.
one. Please keep watching.
Any questions, Dan?
Yeah, thank you, Dan.
Oh, this is not legal.
And
Come
also,
on.
if you're on the chat, don't try to send links to people that are illegally streaming the pay-per-view. I saw somebody on the chat that was saying, hey, go look on this site because somebody's illegally streaming the pay-per-view. Don't do that because you'll be banned from the chat and your messages will be deleted, okay? That's illegal, and we don't support that. If you want to watch the AEW show, you should pay for it.
But you can watch us
It's a pay-per-view. What you're doing is illegal, and we can't condone that, and we have to delete that stuff, and we may have to ban you from the chat. It is what it is.
That's what it is.
But you can watch us.
There are rules. Yeah, you can watch us, and we're telling you what's happening right now, and you could order the pay-per-view, or you could just watch us, and we'll tell you what's happening. We'll keep you updated, and we'll have a good time.
Give you all you need to know.
Now, Cody was whipping MJF. For some reason, the referee let that go.
I mean, this match, a lot of stuff's happening. Wardlow's involved. He hasn't been sent to the back. Arn Anderson's there. Brandy's involved. The ref is letting it go because he knows it's a blood feud. MJF took Cody's boot off and bit him. The ref didn't do anything about that, about the biting. And now Cody's hitting him with his weight belt. The weight belt, because Cody came into the ring with it, he was wearing it. It's fair game. He's allowed to use it because it's part of his ring attire. Hulk Hogan used to get away with it all the time when he was Hollywood Hulk Hogan. That was half his offense in the NWO days. He'd wear that weightlifting belt, in the ring, and then he'd just whip his opponents with it all day.
Very old school.
That's what
The
Hogan
Yappa Pie Strap.
And the ref never disqualified Big Terry for that. Oh, Cody with another crossroads. 2 crossroads now in MJF. He's looking to put him away.
This is not looking good for MJF. It's looking bad.
Yeah. Once again, Big Johnny.
Oh, MJF reversal.
Oh, MJF.
The hubris of Cody.
With the ring, I think. I think he punched with the ring.
He punched him with the ring.
A little regal there.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Cody's
Michael J.
down.
Fox.
Woo!
MJF cheats to win.
Randy's crying.
Hits Cody with his ring that he had in his trunks hidden. Punches him in the
Randy's
head
super pissed.
with power of the punch. MJF pins him 1, 2, 3.
People are stunned.
The crowd. I mean,
Great.
Losers.
I'm surprised that the crowd is so shocked. I thought Cody might win, Cody's revenge, but I understand giving the match to MJF
It's not Undertaker here, people. Come on.
For all the reasons you pointed out.
Right.
It made sense. I think when we previewed this card, I think we agreed on every match, and this was the only one where we differed.
That's correct.
So, this one was kind of a toss-up. This one was up in the air. You picked correctly MJF. I thought Cody might win. But I'm not, shocked. The audience seems, completely baffled that Cody didn't win. But MJF definitely needed this win more than Cody.
For
right?
sure.
That's the main thing.
He needs to be built up. He needed that.
And a lot of people, I think, look at Cody and they think, like, oh, he's the Triple H of the company, so he's most likely going to win all his matches. But
he hasn't. He's put quite a few guys over. He works with a lot of people. Worked with, like, Darby Allin. Like, I think he's trying to be, like, an anti-Triple H.
also anti his dad, too, because everyone thought his dad was like, oh, his dad always puts himself over everyone else.
Yeah.
But Cody's not like that.
No.
He loses a lot of the big matches.
Because he was subject to that during those days, you know? He was passed over and things.
Well, I think Cody knows, like, he's got to win some matches. I mean, he needs
Well,
to
obviously,
be a main event
but he's not running roughshod over everybody. He's not Triple H-ing it by any stretch.
He pretty much took himself out of the world title picture by not allowing himself to fight for the world title anymore.
I thought that was a great move.
But he's still one of the top stars in the company.
Yeah. And kind of opens the division to other challengers and stuff. You don't always go, hey, where's Cody?
I think this is going to be a very underrated match when you look back on the show because, like, this was very solid. It's just that tag match blew everything away.
No, but this was a way better than I was expecting. I was expecting a much more average match. And this one, like seeing the vertebraker and the whip and the blood and the Arn Anderson spot there. And also having MJF win, like, definitely bumped it up way more than I thought. Like, it's probably my second favorite match of the show so far.
I would say this was the second best match of the show. I would agree, but it didn't really exceed my expectations. It kind of met my expectations. I figured it would be about this good. Cody delivers in these type of big matches,
he does,
especially when he's given time. You know, this is a great feud. There was a lot of build to this one. It made a lot of sense. This match lived up to the hype, lived up to expectations. I thought MJF delivered. He did his part. Cody elevates his game once again. It was a very good match. Not match of the night. I still think Kenny and Hangman beating the Bucks, retaining the tag team titles, that was match of the night. But this match was awesome. I was expecting it to be good, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just adds to another solid pay-per-view so far, it seems. I mean, you've had some top-quality matches.
Yeah.
Now can the last match deliver is the question.
Well,
this isn't the last match, John. You forget about Pac and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, well, it's good.
Maybe that'll steal the show. Pac is great, man.
And
Orange, man. Orange.
I have
so
zero expectations for that.
I mean, what is it going to be? I can't believe this is next, too. So far, we had Dark Order beating SCU in the pre-show match. Jake Hager beat Dustin Rhodes in the opener. Darby Allin beat Sammy Guevara in 5 minutes. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page retain the AEW Tag Team Championship, beating the Young Bucks in the match of the night. Nyla Rose beat Chris Statlander to retain the AEW Women's Championship. And MJF beats Cody Rhodes by pinfall. I was like, to win nothing. He just beat Cody Rhodes.
bragging rights.
Yeah. He beats Cody Rhodes to be the guy who beat Cody Rhodes tonight. So far, a pretty good pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all in agreement, though, that tag team title match of the night so far. Kenny Omega,
Absolutely.
the best bout machine, the number one wrestler in the world.
I guess a lot of people expect a lot of surprises, though. But if Matt Hardy was going to show up, he can't show up yet because his contract doesn't expire until March 1st.
Can you expect a surprise?
Yeah, I think a lot of people expect a surprise.
But isn't a surprise by its very nature unexpected?
You would think so, yes. But
So how could you expect a surprise?
because you know wrestling shows. And you expect surprises.
You expect there to be a moment where you're like, oh, that guy's here?
Yeah,
Mm.
of
Well,
course.
Colt Cabana already showed up.
Like, we had a feeling, like, for example, when the Hardys came back at Mania, we were like, well, they might. They probably will. And then when they did, we were still like, oh, yes, all right.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see somebody show up where you're like, oh, my God. Colt Cabana showed up. It was on the pre-show. It was a cool moment. I don't know if we're going to get any better than that.
Unless, like, Sami Zayn shows up for some reason.
Well, that doesn't make
Which is
any
not going to
sense.
happen because he was on SmackDown last night.
That's what I'm saying. But if he did, we'd be like, what?
Yeah, it's really unnecessary for something like that to happen.
Exactly.
But I feel it's because it's the first pay-per-view. Everyone remembers when John Moxley showed up.
Yeah, that was great.
That was huge.
Yeah. But you can't expect that every pay-per-view.
Oh, there was somebody. I remember I was talking to you. not long ago, and there was like someone I want to jump from like WWE to AEW, and when he shows up, I want him to be wearing like a white shirt like Lex Luger and be standing in the audience like with his hands on his hips, and he just shows up. I forget who it was.
Baron Corbin?
Rusev Pudria?
Maybe? Dolph Ziggler?
Oh, here he comes. It's Orange Cassidy.
And the best friends.
Being accompanied to the ring by Trent and Chucky T.
Not the Titantron I expected.
Oh, it's just basic, man. Orange.
I expect oranges.
Freshly squeezed. He's just cool, man.
I like the sunflowers.
It's very odd. But he's got his backup. He's
Got a new T-shirt.
Yeah. Orange time. Orange very lazily getting into the ring. It's almost like a Naito Tranquilo type gimmick, you know?
Well, this is the thing. Is like he might try, right? That's what they were saying.
Yeah, that was really... No, it said he is going to try.
Oh, he is
He's going to try.
I thought it was might, but okay.
No. Apparently, Orange told Chucky T and Trent that he's going to try in this match, which is like, whoa, watch out. He's going to try. Oh, Orange took his jacket off. No jacket.
And the shirt.
Oh!
And the shirt. He is going to try.
The crowd is loving it.
The crowd's like, whoa, you're serious now. Is he taking the glasses
They're
off
on their
too?
feet.
They are on their feet, too. He is super over.
Oh,
Okay, glasses back on. Okay, okay.
There we go.
elbow pad.
Oh, what does he have? An elbow pad? And he's putting on?
It looks like he's been chopped recently.
Oh, why would that be?
Kinda
Probably
right.
he wrestles, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, Orange Cassidy versus Pac. The bell just rang.
Here we go. I don't expect this to last long whatsoever.
It's gonna be cool. You know, Orange isn't that much smaller than Pac. Like he's
in
not
terms
as
of muscle.
He's not as thick, but they're roughly the same height.
Okay. But, I mean, in terms of wrestler, who would you pick?
What do you mean?
Like, in terms of wrestler, like, who do you think is a better wrestler?
Well, come on, man.
Well, this is Orange Cassidy's first match in AEW, and Pac has been a top performer in the business for over a decade. So, what are you gonna tell me? I mean, yeah, okay, Pac, but oh, nice maneuver from Orange, very smooth, and he's got a great gimmick. He's very over. Guy's got a lot of potential.
It's just kind of too bad it's Pac. Like, it's kind of a rough debut in a sense. Because you're going up against, like, the best of the best right here.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Who do you think's older?
It's not like a squash match.
I think Cassidy's older.
He is.
Because he's been wrestling for a while. He used to be one of the Ant-Men.
Who's that?
Cassidy.
What's the Ant-Man?
It's a Shakira kind of gimmick.
Oh,
Ah.
so he's been around for a while,
Yeah.
but this gimmick hasn't been around for a while.
A couple of years now, I think, maybe.
Works.
Yeah.
Wow, they're actually doing the little kicks.
He's doing his little kicks.
Oh,
Pac just pushed him over. And he lost his glasses. The glasses went flying. Orange is down. Still hands in his pockets, though. He bumped with his hands in his pockets.
That's kind of rough, actually.
Yeah, right?
The
Because you don't
dives,
have your
too.
hands to protect yourself.
He's smiling.
Orange.
Hitting the ropes, too. With
Hitting
hands
the ropes with his hands in his pockets.
Whoa!
Oh.
Oh, wow.
A drop kick
That hurt
and
your
a
back.
tip up with his hands in his pocket. He did a whole sequence all with his hands in his pockets.
Crowd's
that was
going
pretty
crazy
awesome.
here. Crowd's loving this.
Shout out to everybody watching us on Facebook. I know we got a lot of people watching on Facebook. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching on Facebook Live. Thank you for watching us on YouTube.
Oh, no. But he's getting some near falls here. Wow.
I think Pac has like lowered expectations, so he's getting showing up here. He's got to change his game plan.
Oh, so he's going for a dive, but stop.
There you go.
Ooh. Oh, we got a question from Daniel Winston. Thank you, Daniel, for hitting us up with a super chat. Daniel Winston says, what would you think if The Undertaker came to AEW? I mean, he wouldn't be able to be The Undertaker. That's first, because WWE owns the name.
Could he be like a biker kind of gimmick?
He could be like a biker taker. He could be Mean Mark Calloway.
Yeah.
And I think he would be awesome. I think Undertaker versus Kenny Omega. Undertaker versus Orange Cassidy.
Hangman.
I mean, could you imagine Biker Taker or like just a dead man style character? Call him something else, but who cares? You know, it's Mark Calloway. You know, you call him dead Mark Calloway or whatever. It comes in as The Undertaker, and he wrestles Orange Cassidy in AEW, or Cody, or Kenny, or in some sort of tag team with the Bucks. I think Undertaker in AEW would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's highly unlikely. I would say nearly impossible that it would ever happen. But I wouldn't mind seeing it, and I think you'd have some incredible matches. And I think there are ways around, not being able to use the Undertaker name, character, or gimmick. He's still Mark Calloway. You could do a biker style gimmick, and he could be very effective. I think
He'd
still
fit right in.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think it'd be more about appearances than actually wrestling, though.
Sure.
I think you'd have him more in vignettes. You have him backstage do stuff. Maybe someone with the Dark
This was
Order.
like the Taker of like 2002, though. Like that'd be like the perfect kind of era of Taker. Like that Taker when he was like feuding with Maven and Jeff Hardy, that kind of Taker. My Yard and that kind of thing. That gimmick would fit really well in AEW, and he'd mesh with a lot of guys. With that kind of perspective.
Yeah, but given how limited he is
but
now.
That's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, he's too limited now. Now
it's kind of crazy to think about Big Evil and all of that.
Now it's just turn the lights off. He shows up, does a move, and that's pretty much it.
He can't really walk the ramp much
Him
anymore.
and Jericho could have a match for the AEW title. That could be a violent, bloody brawl. That would be very good.
Right, but then he doesn't wrestle for months on.
Yeah. But I mean, if he were to come to AEW, say Vince offends him in some way, and he goes to AEW.
He almost did Starcast. Remember that?
Right. Like, say that happened. He wouldn't wrestle that much, maybe 1 or 2 matches a year. And, he could have some fun, interesting matches. I'm saying it's not going to happen, but it could. I mean, it's, anything's possible in wrestling, right? It's very, very unlikely. I'd say 99.99% of not happening. But if it did, I think Taker and AEW would work.
They'd make it work.
Yeah,
sure,
AEW is smart.
They'd book him correctly.
Look at this guy. They got a guy who wrestles with his hands in his pockets, super over. He's in the co-main event of a big pay-per-view.
Well, he's one of the most over guys in the company. He sells the most merch, so it makes sense.
It's crazy. And he's doing pretty well, man. This is a good match. Orange is taking a beating here from Pac. It's been mostly Pac just whooping on Orange.
Lasting longer than I expected. I thought it'd be over by now.
You think Pac for sure wins?
Yes.
We picked Pac to win, but you never know. Oh, big power bomb on Orange.
Snap.
Pac is whooping on this guy. Pac
Orange
is
looking pretty red, actually.
Good. That match with Kenny Omega on Dynamite Wednesday was so good.
It is tough, though, because, if you think about it, if Pac wins this match and if Jericho wins, you have the last 3 matches, heels win. It's kind of rough to have it that way.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that, but I could see some people being like, well, it's kind of a downer.
Well, maybe Moxley's going to win then.
Yeah.
That's a 50-50 match. We thought it could go either way. I want Jericho to win, but I could see Moxley win it.
Yeah. That is a good point, about a lot of heels winning. MJF just won. Pac is expected to win here.
No title changes yet, too.
No title changes at all. Uh-oh.
It's not looking good for Jericho.
Not looking good for Jericho victory tonight.
Though Sammy lost.
They're up on the top rope.
Superplex?
It could be the brainbuster like he did to Kenny on Wednesday. Oh! Kind of. Not quite, but
Stiffsky.
not as bad as the one he did to Kenny, but
Not
it
even
was still
close.
pretty
It was
rough.
bad.
Oh, he had him 1-2, and then he lifted him up, just like Cody did to MJF in the last match. He's like, I'm not done with Orange. I want to freshly squeeze everything.
Maybe Pac will give this one away. It's very possible. It's Orange's first match. Why not give him the win? Hager won his first match.
What do you think about Darby Allin riding a skateboard?
I like that he had...
I like his entrance.
Yeah, it works.
It had Sammy's name on it, too. And there was a great bump, too, with the skateboard. I think it was Sammy, actually, threw the skateboard right in Darby's face. Great bump. I really enjoyed that match.
And he's a skateboarder, it's like he's using his own experience, to boost his character, which is perfect.
I like it.
It's what you want.
I think it's a great gimmick.
Bringing
I think
his
he's great.
own skills.
Has he wrestled Pac?
It's very possible that
On like
they
a
did.
Dynamite
I
or
feel
a
like
Dark.
they have it.
Yeah, I feel like they did.
I think there's more to it, though. I think they could do more. Him
Oh,
and Pac
Darby
could do a
Allin?
good feud.
Of course. I mean, if they ever have a mid-card title, those would be the top guys, in my opinion, for it. Though I feel Pac should be world champion at some point.
AEW March 25th is doing Blood and Guts. I think that's their next pay-per-view.
So it's a Saturday.
March 25th, is that a Saturday? Probably. That's when they do their pay-per-views, right? On Saturdays usually?
Right, but I'm guessing there's going to be a Dynamite because they usually do a pay-per-view.
Oh, no, it is a Dynamite. March 25th is a Wednesday.
Because they don't do monthly pay-per-views.
It's not a pay-per-view. It's on Dynamite. So why'd they advertise it like it was a pay-per-view? I guess because... Oh, big dive from Orange.
He's fired up here.
Yeah, Orange is firing up.
Trying a different shade of orange.
Moving very fast.
It's blood orange time.
Crossbody off the top from Orange.
Whoa, he's alive here.
Orange is moving fast. Orange with a DDT.
Like a house of oranges.
So red. So red.
So they advertised Blood and Guts, 2 rings, 1 cage. It's like a War Games thing.
But they didn't say War Games.
No, but it's going to happen. But I thought it was a pay-per-view. It's not a pay-per-view. It's just going to happen Wednesday, March 25th on a special episode of Dynamite.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's better just to have 4 big pay-per-views a year.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that they were advertising something big for March when they have this pay-per-view here at the end of February, but that's not the case. I guess their next pay-per-view will be in September?
May 23rd. Double or nothing.
Is that when it is, really?
Shouldn't it be like triple
In Vegas.
or
Oh, yeah?
nothing? Shouldn't it be triple?
Triple or nothing.
Well, because double because it was the second year
Right.
after All In.
No, but they're going to keep the names, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I just double-checked. You're right. It is
Should've
May
kept All
23rd.
In.
May 23rd in
All Out.
Vegas.
All Out's the other one. They'll probably keep Full Gear for November, I think.
Yeah. So those will just be for a year for now.
I think that's fine.
And like May is like their Mania? Like that, the May event is the
I think
Mania?
All Out is the Mania. I think the September show is the Mania. Or
'Cause that's like the
Double
first-
or Nothing is pretty big, too. All the pay-per-views are big deals, though, really, right?
Yeah, because there aren't as many.
This is the first one. First Revolution.
Oh, Superman Punch!
Wow.
Orange with the Superman punch.
Ooh,
That was actually, like, quicker, and it looked better than a Roman Reigns
yeah, it
Superman
looked kind of
punch.
like a phenomenal forearm
To
kind
be
of
honest,
delivery.
it looked...
Oh!
Big stunner move
I
there
thought
by
it was a
Orange.
Falcon Arrow. But he countered it.
Into a stunner.
Yeah.
my
That was very
goodness.
fast. The way he's-
Orange going to the
Taken
top
to
rope.
the skies. Pac pleading from below.
I don't think he's going to hit a black arrow.
What is he going to hit? Oh.
Oh, nothing, because Pac just
His
knocked him off the
nads.
top rope.
Who says nads anymore?
I think they
I think
say,
that's a good reason why.
lower region. I think that's it.
So nads.
I don't like
I like it better than balls.
Nah, I like
No,
balls.
I like balls. Yeah.
balls. Is better. I'm going to keep that audio of just you saying I like balls, and I'm going to keep I'm
Oh
gonna
my
play that over
God.
and over again.
You're
Oh.
obsessed with balls, I guess.
I'm not the one who says I like balls. Oh, Orange Cassidy with a DDT off the top rope on Pac. Good God almighty, what a maneuver. Yo, hey, John, this match is way better than you thought it would be, right?
Well, I had zero expectations.
Oh, Orange with another crazy DDT. Man.
All
Telling
being
you,
rolled
man,
out.
Orange can wrestle. People think it's just a gimmick. This guy's good.
Oh, wait, cheating.
They're not cheating. Pac's just trying to escape the match. He doesn't want none of Orange.
Distracting the ref.
And while Chucky distracts the ref, Trent throws him back in the ring. Orange with some sort of maneuver. 2 count only.
Near fall. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the Lucha Brothers.
Oh, Lucha Brothers.
Getting rid of the
Cero miedo.
outside interference.
Oh, Lucha
Here comes
Brothers.
the salad dressing.
They attack Trent. They're going after Chucky. Chucky attacks them first. Let's go, Lucha Brothers.
I feel Pac will take advantage of this.
Oh, no. Turn around, Orange. Turn around, Orange. You're going to get hit with the pedigree.
Oh, so the Lucha Brothers are attacking the best friends. Orange is distracted. The referee's distracted. Pac isn't distracted. He's focused. He whips
submission.
Orange down, and he's going to put him in the Brutalizer submission. He's applied the Brutalizer. Orange is tapping. The referee is swinging his arm for some reason. The match is over.
What? He was like playing the guitar.
It was like he was. It's like he was a third base coach sending a runner home.
Yeah.
It was like.
What the hell was that?
That was a strange referee maneuver.
It was a Slick Johnson
to signal the end of the match. Nevertheless, the match is over. Pac has won by submission after a distraction by the Lucha Brothers. So, Pac was in trouble there. Orange looks good. Pac wins, but he didn't win clean. The Lucha Brothers came out. They distracted. And a really good performance by Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
Pac gets the win, as he should. It makes sense. But Orange shows that, he's not just a guy with his hands in his pockets looking cool. He can really wrestle. He can take a beating. He can dish it out. And he's going to be a real threat now in AEW. This guy is going to be a player and a star in this AEW singles division. I think you can use Orange Cassidy. And you look at, a guy like Darby Allin, guys like MJF, guys that they've been able to elevate to the next level. You see how over Orange Cassidy is, and now he has this impressive performance. I think they just made a star here. This was a great move by putting him in there with Pac, a guy who has an incredible match with everybody he steps in there with. Great way to showcase Orange. Pac is one of the top competitors in AEW. He took Kenny Omega to the limit on Wednesday night, and Orange went to the limit here with Pac. So Orange, looks really good. Even though he loses, he's a guy that can hang with Pac. Fantastic booking, fantastic match, great performance by everybody. Pac made Orange Cassidy look like $1 million. Orange did a fantastic job. It was really well booked to make Orange not look so bad even in the loss. That's fantastic, man. That's really that's great booking. That's a great piece of business they just did. Good job, AEW.
Yeah.
You just made a new star in it, Orange Cassidy. A lot of people were like, it's just a gimmick. Nobody really believed, right? Nobody believed. Johnny North, you didn't believe. But look what they just did with Orange Cassidy. He proved to everybody he can go.
Well, I think he was over. There's no question about that. He showed he could take it to a whole new level. Like, he's not just a gimmick. He can actually work in the ring as well. So that was really cool to see that. And now...
This is war.
Yeah, this blood and guts right now.
They said this is war. Games.
This is war. They're doing an
games.
advertisement for their War Games type match that they're calling Blood and Guts March 25th on Dynamite. Blood and Guts, of course, is a reference to what Vince McMahon said that they do. They're like, Vince is like, we're more of a mature product. We've grown up. We don't do that blood and guts stuff that AEW does, pal. And AEW is like, okay.
A mature product, they dump dog food on each other. Yes, that's like HBO quality stuff there. Vince calling it a mature product,
Yeah, exactly. They don't do blood and guts. They just do
farts,
dog food, and Goldberg.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Goldberg.
Hey, pal.
A lot of things
we don't want
Goldberg.
Guys like MJF bleeding on our show. We don't want guys like Orange with his hands in his pockets. We'd much rather Goldberg and The Undertaker and Brock. Maybe Triple H and my son Shane if we could get them.
Yeah. What's Linda up to?
They have John Moxley at 6'4". Is he really 6'4"? Was he that tall?
6'4"?
When he walked by you guys?
He was like my height.
John Moxley's like 6'2". That's wrestling height, brother.
If that. He's like...
No, he's taller than you. No, I stood next to Moxley. He's about 6'1" or 6'2".
Maybe, but he's not that much taller than me.
He's like your height. How tall are you? Like 6'2"?
6'3".
You're 6'3"?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's 6'4" then, because he's like about your height, I'd say.
6'4"?
Maybe.
It's pretty tall.
He was roughly your height, I'd say.
So he's taller than Roman.
He might be a little shorter than you, though. Like, I'm not sure. Is he taller than Roman?
No.
No, I thought Roman. Roman was the biggest.
Seth was tall too.
I have been because the Shield used to come out all the time through the crowd, and I have been next to the Shield twice. They've walked in the right next to me twice, and Roman always
Ambrose came out by himself. It was Roman and Seth at Money in the Bank.
Well,
really? No, I feel like
and one time it was just Roman. No, we never saw all of them.
Anyways, Roman has always struck me as the biggest one of the three.
Yeah.
When standing right next to them, Roman's always the largest guy. Roman's a big guy. Like, Roman is thick, you know?
Broad-shouldered.
Right.
Like, big shoulders, big arms. Roman Reigns is big, and he's pretty tall.
Okay.
Like, Roman is he's not, I don't know, but Moxley, you know, he seems like roughly the same height as Roman. No, maybe a bit taller, I guess.
Was he taller?
But Roman's just more imposing. Like when Roman Reigns walks by you, you're like, oh shit.
Bigger arms.
Yeah. He's just like, he's scarier looking. You know, he's like, he's got a presence. You know, Moxley walks by you, he's like, yeah, he's a guy.
He's a guy.
Rollins is kind of tall. He's in good shape.
But he doesn't have a presence. Rollins just looks like an athletic dude. Roman Reigns, like, it's weird with some guys, it doesn't translate on TV. But when you see them in person, when you're like right next to them or when you're near them, you know, when you're like 100 feet away even,
right?
You could tell like there's something. And you're like, oh, I get why the WWE is pushing this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something about seeing a guy in person. It's a different effect than when you see them on TV.
We saw someone we've seen live changed our minds on
Lacey Evans recently.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Like
Lars Sullivan too. I think we saw him. He was
Lars
like,
Sullivan
he's like,
huge in person.
Yeah.
In person, yeah.
But Lacey Evans, I remember seeing just recently on a house show and thinking, oh, Lacey's really big, you know,
for a woman, yeah.
And you can't really tell how much bigger she is, like compared to the other ones on TV. It's hard to tell, but when you see her in person, it's like, oh shit. These other ladies shouldn't be able to contend with Lacey. She's way bigger and stronger. Like, she looks super athletic in person. She's big.
Well, Natty's kind of big, too, but, like...
No, Lacey is
Lacey,
very tall.
Exactly, yeah.
Very tall. But Roman, it's not just the size. And it's like there's a, you know... He's got something. There's something there with Roman. You know, there's a presence. There's
definitely a presence,
there's a charisma. You know, there's something else with Roman Reigns that you see when you're there in his presence. On TV, doesn't always translate. But then when you have those moments, you're like, I get why. You know, you begin to understand. Okay, well, if you're seeing this guy every day, if you're in a locker room with him, if you hired him, you know what I mean? If you're his boss or whatever, you see him and you're like, yeah, this could be my top guy in wrestling. But
definitely,
it's different. It's different when you're just a viewer as opposed to when you're kind of around these people every day.
Well, I'm going to say BS, though, because, like, Jericho's not even 6 feet tall, and they're almost the same height. He's, like, a bit taller than Jericho.
I would disagree. He's 6'4". He's not 6'4".
No, I don't think Moxley's 6'4". I think he's about 6'2", maybe.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like McIntyre 6'4" or something like that. Like
maybe he's even 6'5", yeah.
Yeah, so, like, Dean Ambrose is not
as tall
close.
as Drew
not even
McIntyre.
close. He goes to, like, McIntyre's chest or something.
Yeah. Is Drew McIntyre only about 6'5"?
It's still pretty tall.
Seems quite...
Yeah.
He seems taller than that.
Yeah, but Randy's taller.
How tall is Randy? 6'6"?
I think 6'7".
Randy's big.
Yeah, Randy's huge.
Randy's huge.
Randy is a gigantic
when you see Randy live,
man.
he's one of those guys you're like, oh, man.
Yeah, you realize when you see Randy Orton in person, you're like, oh, my God, that guy's gigantic.
And so
he looks exactly what like a wrestler should look like, really. When you see him in person, you're like, my God, yeah, okay, I get it. But then on TV, it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. You know, because it's not as impactful. Like when you see Great Khali in person, it's like, oh my God, what is that? What's happening here? You know? But then when you see him on TV, you're like, next. I don't want to see this.
I remember Ryback, we thought he looked good on TV, but then in person it was like, hey, he looks kind of short.
Yeah. Some guys look worse in person because the way they shoot them on TV, they shoot them from underneath and they look really impressive. So they have really good camera angles, and WWE's good at that. And then when you see them in person, it's like, no.
Yeah, Ryback was one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody else, but that one stuck out to me.
Well, Heath Slater is way bigger than he appears on TV.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
He's tall, yeah.
Heath Slater's gigantic, man. It's like Billy Gunn. You never really realized how big Billy Gunn was.
Billy Gunn is huge, yeah.
Billy Gunn's a monster.
Especially in AEW.
Yeah.
He's like a giant AEW.
Love me some Billy Gunn.
All right, Jon Moxley has made his way into the ring. Moxley is in the ring.
Time for the crowd to sing along.
Referee Aubrey Edwards is the ref for the match.
We got no Earl Hebner tonight, did we?
Are we going to sing Judas here?
I don't know the words.
I don't know the words either.
Should we get them?
Not a big Fozzy fan. I
Oh,
prefer
I love
Fozzy. I prefer Fozzy Bear.
It's actually like one of the best songs, the Judas song, actually.
John's
Oh, he's got a choir?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Jericho's got a choir to sing. Oh, it's a choir remix of Jericho's Judas song.
I guess this is WrestleMania.
Oh, this is awesome. Whoa.
Wow.
This is awesome. There is a choir singing Judas by Fozzy right now. Yes. What's going on with that lady? You know what I'm saying?
They seem very emotional, which is nice.
Oh, man. They're into it.
Yeah, they're
Are
very.
they going to sing the whole song? When's Jericho coming out? Are they just going to sing it and then Jericho's going to have his version?
There's a mic there that nobody seems to be singing. Or is that for the choir? Or the...
Yeah, I guess it's just like get all the.
Look at this choir director, too. Super into it. And they're just showing images of Jericho's face on the screen. This is crazy.
Oh,
Is Jericho coming out now?
that's the camera guy.
No. Jericho's not going to come till they're done singing the song.
This is nice.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
It's like when that guy came out to play like the violin for Nakamura's thing. It was like a little extra.
And you still
Uh-oh.
get the actual song, too.
Starting to wonder, though, is this a bad omen?
Oh, it's a terrible omen.
Because
When Motorhead sang the game, he lost.
you know what
both
they say?
times.
It ain't over until...
Uh-huh.
And what did we just see?
Right.
Is the title reign over? I don't want to say it because it's highly offensive. But you know the phrase. It ain't over till the... And who was just singing? Let's be honest.
Crowd singing now.
I'm cold like December snow. I have carved out the soul made of stone.
I don't think you're singing along.
I don't care. I got the lyrics. The darkness, I'm losing the fight. It circles my demons I fight.
So
What
cheesy.
have I become?
So cheesy.
Now that I betrayed everyone I've ever loved and pushed them all away.
You know what I don't get about like a lot of metal and stuff like that?
This isn't
Judas
really
in
metal.
my mind.
He would call it metal
He
or
would, but
hard
he's
rock.
not. Hard rock
It's
is
like a lot of
best.
these guys are like, yeah, I love drinking beer and having good times and good tunes. But whenever it's their songs, it's like, my heart is black, every day sucks.
Hey, take it easy. Judas in my mind.
In my mind.
I become.
It's just like that, but it's just like
oh, Jericho's all
they're
cut.
just writing what
They're
people
singing
wanna
the song.
hear. Yeah,
Take it
it's
easy.
like, no, it doesn't work.
I want to hear them singing.
You know what I'm talking about, John?
I know
You're
what
getting all mad. Yo, shout out to Daniel Winston, our #1 super chatter of the night.
Wow,
Hooking-
again?
Hooking it up once again. He's got
Cheers.
another
Bless
question.
you.
Do you think the Big Show is going to get on his revenge on Seth Rollins and the AOP?
That's an excellent question. I love Big Show related
I would
questions.
I love Big Show. Release the Big Show. I don't think he will. I don't think he's gonna get revenge on AOP and Seth Rollins.
Maybe Mania.
I think they just use Big. Oh, maybe
he might
like,
pop up in
he'll
Mania,
help-
do a
he'll help-
knockout punch.
Maybe he'll help Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Maybe all the guys that have taken out. You know what? I'm gonna change my answer. Yes, I think Big Show will get revenge.
Mania.
I hope the big nasty bastard gets his revenge. Okay. That's right, the big nasty bastard.
I love that nickname.
That used to be his nickname. I said it.
T-shirt.
I hope he gets his
I
revenge
should've got one.
and defeats or helps Kevin Owens defeat Seth Rollins and his crew. So, yes, I think it'll happen. I think Samoa Joe, Big Show, the big nasty bastard, the Viking Raiders, everybody's going to come back at the end and help Kevin Owens take out Seth Rollins and his batch of evildoers, the AOP and the buddy they call Murphy.
I agree with Big Show coming back. I don't know about Samoa Joe because didn't Joe get suspended? So I don't know if he can come back.
They got
Oh,
hurt.
he got wellness suspended, too.
wellness.
Yeah, he got wellness suspended. Everybody
Samoa
keeps getting
Juice.
wellness suspended these days. What's the deal? Andrade gets wellness suspended. Like, isn't it weird that, like, we go a couple of years and nobody gets suspended, then all of a sudden, past 2-3 months, everybody's getting, like,
must be something new on the market.
We see suspensions, right? Like, they're either testing for something new or they decided to start testing again. You know, maybe they weren't testing and now they are testing. I don't know what they're doing, but it's kind of weird. It's very suspicious that a company would have no drug test failures for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden, guys are popping left and right. Seems a bit fishy to me, WWE.
Well, it's like you said, either they found a way to catch something, or they just started really enforcing it again.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Maybe you were allowed to smoke weed before, and now you're not allowed to smoke weed. Who knows?
It used to be just a fine.
I've heard it's a fine, but maybe now it's like a suspension, you know? And you do that, man, people are going to start getting suspended. I'm telling you.
They need to wait. I think the NFL players won't get suspended now.
Good.
I think that's a new rule.
You
NFL
shouldn't be
players won't get
suspended for
now.
weed. It's ridiculous. The bell has rung.
Well, again, we don't know what happened with Samoa Joe. He got suspended. We don't know why.
No, we don't know why. We don't know why Andrade got suspended either. It could have been anything.
Maybe his name now is Soma Joe.
There's rumors. We can speculate on rumors.
There are rumors on what happened to Joe?
For Andrade, actually.
Why are there rumors about Andrade?
Apparently he had a wild night with Charlotte. Perhaps they...
What do you mean? How do you know they had a wild night? Who says? You think... What are you saying, John? I think what you're saying is racist, bro.
You can have a wild night. Doesn't matter who you are.
Talking like a Paige and Del Rio kind of wild night?
I know exactly what he's saying, and I'm going to spell it out for you, okay? Just because he's Mexican doesn't mean he was doing cocaine, dude, okay? That's not how it works. Just because Mexicans are some of the biggest sellers and importers of cocaine in the world, probably the #1 right now, it doesn't mean that all Mexicans do cocaine. That is terrible to even talk about, John.
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
Have you no sense of decency, sir?
Yeah.
Sir.
Dude, that is racist.
Sir.
Es racisto, pendejo.
It's a rumor. That's all I'm saying.
It's a rumor that you came up with, you and your racist friends.
I didn't come up with it.
You and your Trump buddies and your KKK meetings. You and your Build a Wall team.
Dana White's on the team now, too.
Yeah, you and Dana and Donald Trump. That's a rumor that you guys came up with, I think.
But there's a new wave coming, John.
But, man, the UFC and WWE are on Trump's side. Like,
apparently, the UFC ref smoked way too much weed before the card tonight because they were out to lunch. There was a lot of controversy at the UFC. I didn't watch the UFC tonight. I've been watching AEW. I watch the UFC when I'm done this. I'm going to go smoke some weed when I'm done this, and then I'm going to watch UFC. How about that? Okay?
Wow, you have a wild night tonight, too.
It's not that wild. Smoking a joint is really not wild, okay? For guys like you who have, like, reefer madness and you're scared and everything, yeah, maybe it's wild for you. But for me, for normal people, you know, it's fine.
Oh, did you just bump into a fan right there, Moxley?
Huh?
The fan or security guy?
I think it was a fan. Oof. Large fan.
Oh, he's got the camera.
Jericho's got a camera, and he's flipping off John Moxley with it.
All very, like, shades of his feud with Dwayne.
Jericho.
Also Omega, too. He did with Omega.
Yeah. Oh, now he's got a sign on his head for some reason.
Has this match officially started yet?
I don't know.
It's like a pro reggae. It's like it says connecting the world with reggae.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Somebody's sign Jericho just put on his neck for some reason.
Now, the Inner Circle, they're all at ringside, so Jericho.
No, just proud and powerful.
Yeah, see, John, aren't you part of the Latino
Jake Hager's
connection?
not there.
I like
Derek
those guys.
John points that out, that you're part of the Latino team, and now you're saying things about Mexicanos?
Casting aspersions.
Shout out to Mexico.
I just want to say, I know what's in the briefcase, so.
I've been watching Narcos Mexico Season 2 on Netflix. Tremendous.
I saw the first episode or two. It was okay.
Yo, it's good.
Moxley looks pretty blown up.
Yeah, I was going to say, very sweaty right now for like the first 2 minutes.
A lot of brawling. They haven't really been in the ring at all for this match. They've been in the crowd. They've been around the ring.
Well, we said salad dressing, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a big kind of violent mess.
But it kind of needs to be. I mean, it's been a long feud.
Is one of these guys going to kiss Hager's wife?
Oh, Moxley is biting Jericho where he's got the stitches on his head from the headbutt from Moxley on Wednesday night.
That's rough.
You get an infection there.
They're chanting something here.
Apparently,
You sick expletive.
the Ankalaev Kutalaba fight is the fight to watch. I'm big on Magomed Ankalaev. I've been talking about him for a while on Ringside Report. Apparently, he won, but the referee screwed up with the stoppage, so I have to check that out. But my mind, Magomed was going to win that fight no matter what. That guy's awesome. Guy's a beast. Watch out for Dagestan. Anybody from Dagestan. Yo, they need to find a guy from Dagestan and put him in pro wrestling. It's going to be a good gimmick. Just do a Khabib gimmick, man. It's good. It's
kind of Rusev, isn't
It's
it?
hot right now. Rusev should be more like Khabib. Like, he should stop
Should wear the hat.
doing this whole Lana thing. Like, who cares, dude? Oh, is Moxley bleeding?
It looks like
In the
it.
patch.
What
told you.
How did that?
He got hit, run to the post.
Oh, okay.
Wow. He cut his
Moxley
eye?
is bleeding now. I'm
Yeah,
surprised
in the
that-
patch.
Really?
That's what it
Crazy.
seems like.
Oh, yeah, he's got...
He's got blood.
Yeah, but I can't really see where it is. It's like under the patch.
Powerbomb.
Whoa!
The bell.
Oh, my goodness. Jericho just powerbombed John Moxley through a table that had the big, heavy ring bell on it. Moxley is bleeding.
Oh, his head.
Seemed like the top of his head.
Damn.
That was the back of his head.
Moxley is bleeding like out of his eye, kind of. I don't know where it's
probably
coming
his
from.
eyebrow.
He's got an eye patch over the cut, so we can't really tell, but there's blood coming out of the eye patch area.
It's a lot of blood.
A lot of blood. He just went through a table.
Is the back of his head bleeding?
I don't think the match has started because
Hopefully
the
not.
referee's not doing a count at all. I don't think this is a no disqualification, no count out match, right? Where's the ref?
I think she's in the ring.
What is going on right now?
But again,
Is she counting? She's not counting. Okay, Moxie's in the ring. Jericho's in the ring. Has the bell
I guess it rang.
It's
She's
like a
not
no
ringing
holds
for the
barred
bell now.
match.
I guess. Wow.
Oh.
what? Jericho called him a piece of shit. So what? He says that on Dynamite.
Go a little Beetlejuice there.
Whatever. Jericho with a double axe handle off the top rope. He's really putting the beating down on John Moxley here. Go Jericho, go.
It's rough though. He's getting the early advantage now. You imagine Moxley will come back. He's not bleeding yet either, Jericho.
I'm surprised.
I like the bandana.
I'm surprised Jericho's stitches haven't been busted open again here. Oh, Jericho just rang the bell. And I think he's announcing himself as the winner. But the match isn't over, Jericho.
Jericho likes to talk.
Or did he ring the bell because like the bell hadn't rung yet to
I don't
start
know.
the match?
I feel like the bell didn't ring, but maybe it did. We may have missed it.
Like maybe Jericho the whole time was saying, "Ring the bell, start the match."
It'd be funny if that was his way of saying, yeah, the match has started.
Yeah, maybe. I can see Jericho doing stuff like that.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
He pays attention. He's like, "Hey, let's get a good story here. Let's not botch it."
Remember how pissed he was when they had the Crackle Barrel in the ring and they wouldn't get it out of the ring? He had to yell at the ref, get this the hell out
Yeah.
of the ring.
He's very protective over his segments. He's a
Well,
perfectionist.
One of the reasons why he's so good is
Yeah.
because he takes it very seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not doubting him. It's something I remember picking up from his book. You know, just the amount of care he puts into it.
Yeah.
He also came into this pretty good shape, too. A lot of people complain
He wants
about
to tell a
his
good
belly.
story.
Hey, he
Like,
looks good.
He's lost quite a bit of weight.
Ooh, that was a good punch from Jericho. Oh, another good one.
Solid.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, the Moxley comeback.
Oh.
Big chops from Moxley now on Jericho. He's fighting back.
Jericho getting red very quickly.
Jericho's got Santana and Ortiz ringside for him, though. Moxley's got nobody.
Moxley ran to the turnbuckle chest first, Bret Hart style.
Not quite.
No, but you know,
He wishes.
the intention was there.
It looks like he's bleeding from the nose. Oh, threw him out for the inner circle.
This is a lumberjack match.
Oh, the ref's not seeing this stuff.
Is that a sock?
Yes, a loaded sock.
Yeah, it's a sock filled with something. Santana
Probably dimes.
attacking John Moxley now on the outside.
Let's call him Mr. Socko.
Jericho
Mr.
distracting the ref.
Fully loved that Dynamite match with Pac and Omega.
How could you not? It was incredible.
Well, it's just cool that he watches the show.
Hey, he knows what's up.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody on Facebook watching us right now. Everybody on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live and YouTube watching AEW Revolution. This is the main event.
Ooh.
Jericho Moxley.
Into
Don't
the
forget to
steps.
use the Super Chat if you have a question. If there's a topic you want us to discuss, hit up the Super Chat if you're on YouTube, and we'll be able to see your question and answer whatever topics you want us to cover. Anything goes. Anything goes.
Jericho very red, but not bleeding. Couple cuts. That's about it. Yeah, they're saying it's from the eye, not the nose. For Moxley, bleeding.
It's gotta hurt if you got blood in there in your eye like that.
There are countouts. They're counting them out right here, so it's not no DQ.
You ever like bleed so heavily in a match, John, that like you had trouble seeing?
One time, actually, wrestling Mike Bailey, but it was like an accident. Oh, no,
Yeah?
it wasn't Mike Bailey. It was against Pee Wee, actually.
What did you do? Like, how did you? Did
He
you just have to
slingshot me,
wipe
and
the,
I
blood?
ate the post, and it like just cut up my eyebrow pretty bad, and just like crimson mask like right away.
Did you wipe? Did you have to just constantly wipe at your face, or you just try to see through, or
Just kind of constantly like whipping up with the hair, you know, because the hair going down too.
did you feel faint?
No, I was fine. I mean, the adrenaline's going, right? So
Yeah, but that could also maybe increase like the faint feeling of dehydration, you know, or no?
it didn't happen though, thankfully.
Well, yeah, it's good.
Did you finish the match as planned, or did you
Oh
go
yeah,
faster?
everything else went fine.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, I'm
Well-
bleeding.
Bleeding pretty bad.
Had to
You-
get stitches.
You did?
Yeah.
When was this?
When was this?
Long time ago, right?
I'm gonna guess like 2009,
Okay.
8,
Yeah.
Good times.
2008, I guess, 2007. Yeah, good time stitches.
Jericho going to the top rope now with Moxley, looking to set up a superplex maybe.
He's trying for a superplex. I don't know if he's actually gonna do it though. Seen a lot of superplexes. Some work, some
Why
don't.
the military kind of style on Moxley's pants?
Yeah.
Did he try to look like Guile from Street Fighter?
But
But he's got the eye patch, so like Sagat.
yeah, not gonna break out the shorts.
Should wear an M. Bison hat.
Oh, Jericho down off the top rope. Moxley slams him down. Counters the superplex. Moxley still on the top rope. What's he going to do?
Crossbody.
Moxley with a clothesline off the top.
He used to do that move in WWE too. It's like the elbow drop, kind of
Oh,
fall
I
into
hated
it.
that.
And he still does it.
At least he doesn't do that thing where he fakes bouncing on the ropes and then
Just-
like
He
Just
does
a
it
straight shot.
sometimes.
Yeah,
just not
just-
every match.
Just wait for
Okay.
it. He did New Japan, no?
I think one time, but it made sense. Like it worked. You know?
Okay.
'Cause, man, that
I feel like in WWE they see you do like a move that they like, and they're like, "Yeah, do that every match. You got to put that in every match." They force you to be a little more routine, and outside of WWE, you can kind of mix it up more and be more creative and artistic in your thing, rather than just do a set of moves to hit every time because people like to see them. You know?
you only have 2 signature moves and that's all anyone cares about.
Yeah.
Everything else is clubs to the back.
I mean, you look at Moxley in AEW compared to the Moxley in,
Yeah.
I mean, the
Night
Dean
and day.
Ambrose character. Totally different.
Night and day.
Well, it's different because WWE, like a lot of fans are just paying to see the moves, right? And you only have 5 minutes for a match, so you have a limited amount of time to get anything really in that you want.
Yep.
And they try to say like it's because like the reason why it's so routine is because they don't want fans disappointed. Like, oh, he didn't do that one move I like to see every week. But I don't know. I get that, but I don't know, if someone won a match differently and I got to see it, that's also kind of like a novelty in itself, you know? Oh, he went with the frog splash this time. Oh, that's cool.
Man, Moxley just tried to do a heel hook on Jericho, but his knee reap was totally
Oh.
off. You didn't reap the knee correctly, John Moxley. He didn't even triangle. He didn't do it right there. They showed John Moxley on the Countdown show training with Randy Couture, but
That's
he
cool.
he tried to do a spin out into a heel hook with a knee reap there. It was not correct. The positioning on his legs was not correct.
Did he really
I hate
train with
seeing
Randy
that.
Couture? Like, did they really train or did they just do a photo op?
I mean, maybe he does sometimes, but it doesn't mean he's a leg lock specialist.
Yeah, but didn't Brock Lesnar train with Randy when he was going against Cain Velasquez?
It's a bit different.
It's a little different.
They
John.
were opponents at one point.
He actually trained with Randy for a fight in the UFC. This is John Moxley pretending to train with Randy Couture, or maybe actually training with him, but not for a fight. for a pro wrestling match,
Right.
which is not a fight, not where you need real fighting techniques. And clearly he doesn't have real fighting techniques because I know from my fighting techniques that his knee reap sucked. Jericho with the lion salt on Moxley.
They called it a lion salt, too.
What else is it?
Corazón de León.
Double jump moonsault.
No. Did you guys ever see the clip? Jericho was like in WCW. He was doing a lion salt. His opponent was Kurt Hennig, and Jericho like didn't get enough, and he was gonna like land on his neck and like break his neck.
Ouch.
And Hennig, being like the master of psychology saw this coming and put his knees up and like broke Jericho's fall and like saved his life.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Rest in peace, Kurt Hennig. I think maybe Jericho talked about that in his book too.
Yeah.
About like, man, like some guys, really know what to do.
Well, I remember, I think it was against Ziggler, I think on a house show. Like, it just was very awkward. I think he just landed on his back pretty much. I think he slipped jumping for it.
Okay.
And he just like back and then rolled off his neck.
Yeah, that's it.
Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Also against Benoit too. I think at Fall Brawl 95, like he did a scary
Fall
moonsault
Brawl,
to the
baby.
outside.
Yeah, there's this.
This is it, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
See that?
Did not get it, and,
Didn't
and
get
his
it.
neck all bent like that.
He could have like been really hurt if Hennig didn't move and put his legs
Yeah.
up to stop him. Saves his life there.
Mr.
Perfect. Wrestling genius.
R.I.P.
Never a champ.
Well,
Oh,
the
Moxley's
champ,
got
the champ.
Jericho in the walls of Jericho, or the Lion Tamer, or the Boston Crab, or whatever. you
Oh,
wanna
salad
call it.
dressing.
Here comes Jake Hager.
Little zesty Italian.
Moxley releases the hold to take him out, and Jericho hits the Codebreaker. Codebreaker on Moxley.
doesn't want the code breaker anymore, so.
No, he's got to hit the Judas effect. The Codebreaker is just a setup to the back elbow now.
And a nice near fall.
Sometimes he wins with the Lion Tamer.
That's true.
We've all picked Chris Jericho to win this match?
Yes.
There you go.
My sentimental pick also.
Yeah.
Like,
We all think Jericho's going to win, but
I think odds makers
we picked
say
Jericho.
no.
We picked Jericho to win before the show, but now that so many heels have won, I'm starting to wonder. We've had no title changes on the show tonight. We've had 2 straight matches where the heels won, MJF won, and then Pac just beat Orange Cassidy. Now a third heel winning in a row, and no title change again on the pay-per-view. It seems unlikely. I feel like Jon Moxley will win now, but our pick before the show was Jericho. But right now, watching the match, I feel like Moxley's going to win.
and like he's
Right?
got everything stacked against him.
Everything
Moxley.
stacked against
Nobody's on his side.
And he
Everyone's against
survived
him.
a lot of it,
Got the
I-
ropes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's too much against Moxley, and he's going to survive somehow and steal a victory.
Push the ref right there.
Jericho's getting into the ref's face. He's upset because Jon Moxley broke the Lion
Oh!
Tamer. Just pushed the referee, who is a lady referee. Jericho pushed her. Moxley with a belly-to-back suplex on Jericho.
Kind of sloppy.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. Ugly.
I think he's blown up.
You think he's tired?
He's tired, but I don't know about blown up. I mean, he was down for a while.
Oh, Hager. Oh, punches Moxley.
The ref saw.
Yeah,
right
the
in the
ref totally
face.
saw that.
The ref saw it. But the ref
Come on, throw him out.
is just going to tell Hager to leave
Oh,
the ringside
all
area.
of them. All of them.
Maybe Proud and Powerful will also get kicked out. Yep, they're all getting kicked out.
What's the little dance there?
She did a
Yeah,
little
the
dance.
dance wasn't necessary.
No.
So the referee,
It's an administrative procedure. Not need to embellish.
she's kicked out Jake Hager, Santana,
Oh, did they
and
just hit her?
Ortiz from the ringside area.
I think it was accidental push right there.
She is mad. They're gone. And now Jericho's all alone.
Never a good sign.
Someone's running. I think it's Sammy in the background.
Oh yeah, Sammy.
Oh, there's Sammy with the belt. Sammy with the belt nails Moxley in the head. Get out of there, Sammy
What is he
Guevara.
wearing?
The Spanish God. Oh, Spanish God through the crowd nails Moxley with the AEW championship, puts him down. And Jericho and Moxley are both down. Jericho's rolling over to Moxley.
I don't think it's over.
Moxley will
No.
definitely kick out if Jericho goes for the pin now, right? Like, come on now. Moxley's for sure kicking out. 1, 2.
If this was 2003 Triple H, he would have won.
Correct.
Or he would have hit a pedigree and then won.
Right, exactly.
Moxley
That's
kicks out at 2. Jericho can't believe it. Moxley and the ref are talking a lot. What's going on here, John?
Talking about the eye.
The eye.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, there's a lot of blood
It's
coming
overflow.
out.
He may have lost more skin, perhaps. It just kind of ripped it off a bit.
You still can't quite see where the blood is coming from. It's under the eye patch somewhere.
This is a gimmick, though, the eye patch, right?
Oh, his hand is like...
Isn't it?
His hand is busted open, too. Look at that. His hand is all cut up, Moxley. What happened to his hand?
Blocking the shot of the belt, maybe? It got cut on like the metal of the belt?
It's a good
Maybe.
possibility.
There's little like screws in
Maybe
there.
the belt also cut him
Maybe the
open
belt
more.
cut him worse after
Yeah.
that. Because he does seem bloodier now. Sammy really hit him with a stiff shot with the belt.
It's pay-per-view. Make it look good.
He hit it so hard that like he dropped it after like he just like
Yeah, he nailed him.
Yeah.
It's a good belt shot from Sammy Guevara.
Wouldn't be surprised if Moxley has a concussion after this match. You get so many shots to the head. Kind of woozy.
How do you keep going?
It's the adrenaline.
But even so, like in concussion, like I've never seen a guy get a concussion and then like throw up during the match. you know?
Jericho raked the good eye of John Moxley.
Oh, boot to the face.
He's blinded now. Jericho boots him in the face. Moxley is unable to see. Oh, the referee's yelling at Jericho, says, "What's your problem?" Jericho, he raked the eye, the good eye of Moxley. The other eye's got an eye patch on it and is bloody. Moxley looks like he can't see. Here comes Le Champion. Oh, big punch
Picking
on
the
Moxley.
spots.
Oh, Moxley is like blinded now. Hey, Jericho, pick him up and hit him with your elbow, dude. Let's go. It's like this pay-per-view is going over 3 hours here. It's 3 hours 22. Come on. This is going to be a 3.5 hour pay-per-view. What's the deal?
Main event can go as long as they want. It's usually how it should go, no?
As long as it's 3.5 and not 4 hours, we're good. Jericho now putting a beating on John Moxley. Hey, where's somebody for John Moxley to throw in the towel? That's what happened to Cody last pay-per-view. They had to throw in the towel because Jericho was giving him too much of a beating.
Where's Renee?
Yeah, she should throw in the towel. That'd be awesome. Moxley getting up. Jericho setting up the Judas effect. Is he going to hit it? No, Moxley ducks. Moxley ducks and kicks him to the gut.
Oh,
kind of
scrappy.
his DDT.
Just hit one, though.
Yeah, he didn't hit the big DDT. He just hit like a little DDT.
Well, I think he meant to hit the big one, but it was just kind of very sloppy.
Oh,
Moxley's removing the eye patch now.
Looks fine.
Well, except for that cut.
I don't understand. He can see?
It was all a ruse?
Well, if it
Why
was,
do in the first place?
Moxley is very stupid because you're wrestling Chris Jericho for the world
he did the
title.
gun.
Okay, and then he hits his DDT, the paradigm shift. 1, 2, 3. Moxley's the new AEW World Champion. That was
That was very WWE finish.
okay. So Moxley took his eye patch off just before he hit his finisher to reveal that his eye was fine, I guess, all along. If you're wrestling Chris Jericho in the main event for the world title and there's like 4 guys trying to attack you on the outside of the ring and you're by yourself, wouldn't you want your vision unobscured? Wouldn't you show up to the match like without the eye patch? Because even if your eye is okay under the eye patch, you still are limiting your vision by, one eye. You still can't see. You're still giving yourself a handicap going into the match for no reason in particular. And then when Jericho raked the eye, you still got up and acted like your other eye was blinded. If Jericho raked your eye, right, and you can't see out of your good eye, wouldn't that be the time to pull open your eye patch to reveal that you can actually see so that you could, see what's coming and he doesn't hit you with the Judas effect? That didn't make a lot of sense whatsoever. That was a dumbass finish. That was dumb.
That was weird. I would have done it at the beginning of the match. Jericho thinks he has an advantage, and then Moxley goes, no.
Do it at the beginning to freak
and then
Jericho
Jericho's like,
out.
oh no, what do I do now?
Not at the end. That was dumb. John?
No, I think they needed something like that. You need like a kind of surprise where it's like, you don't have the advantage. I have the advantage.
But does it make sense logically?
At the end of the match,
Look, John
He didn't
Mox-
have an advantage. He put himself at a disadvantage throughout the whole match.
he tied his own hand behind his back.
If
Right.
his eye was not good, if his eye was fine the whole time, why would you patch it?
Because Jericho thought all along he had an advantage, but really he didn't.
Shut up.
sense.
Stop trying to sell
Doesn't
this
make any
bullshit
sense.
to me.
I'm telling you, that's the way they're going to sell it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. John
doesn't make any
Moxley is the
sense,
new
though.
AEW World Champion. The match itself was good. The finish was a little weird, though. The finish was a little weird. Illogical.
It makes sense, in my opinion. It's fine.
Well, you have a logic problem.
It could have been done a lot better.
I didn't like it. Derek John is saying some eye patches you could see. So maybe it was like a see-through eye patch is what we're saying. That's the working thing.
I don't know
Yeah,
about that.
I don't know. All right, John Moxley is the new AEW champion.
I still think Paul Burchill should have come in to help him.
I think PCO should have shown up. He actually has one eye. As a shoot. That's real.
Well, Jericho had a great reign as the first ever world champion, and Moxley, it made a lot of sense to put title on him.
I don't know. To me, he is a mid-card champion in New Japan, and AEW just made him the world champion in their company.
But he was like the most over guy in the company. It made
WWE
sense.
wouldn't do that.
It's funny, like he said.
They wouldn't do that. If you were a mid-card champion in some other promotion, I mean, they wouldn't use you, first of all. But even if they did, they wouldn't make you their top dog.
Okay, but AEW did, and I think they
Yeah.
just judged it off their own crowd reaction, not like what's happening somewhere else. It's what's happening here, and they push him as he's the top guy, and he is right now. Well deserved.
It was a good match. He was all right.
It was a good match.
Jericho did great. Probably gonna take some time off now too, but he did great as the first ever world champion.
Yeah, we salute you, Le Champion. We will not be popping a little bit of the bubbly tonight, though. No celebration here. Moxley wins.
Who's next in line then? Someone from the inner circle?
Pac.
Yeah, Pac's up there. I don't know about right away, but
MJF.
Sammy?
MJF just beat Cody. He's
Right.
number one contender for John Moxley.
that makes some sense. Yeah, sure.
Unless they have another match.
It's either
him and
MJF, it's MJF or Pac. The only reason it wouldn't be Pac is because Pac lost to Moxley so that Moxley could get this number one contenders match here with Jericho, right?
Pac also lost to Kenny, right, in the rubber match, so maybe
Yeah.
Kenny should get a shot before Pac does.
Kenny's the tag team champion.
Kenny's tied up.
So then, yeah, it should be
MJF.
Yeah.
He just beat Cody. MJF should be the number one contender for Moxley, I think.
Or maybe Hager.
Well, there's a lot of time before March 25th, right?
Well, that's not necessarily going to be the next title defense. That's just War Games or whatever, Blood and Guts.
Well, it seems like, Bash at the Beach, Blood and Guts, they kind of have this like big Dynamite right before pay-per-view. Jericho wrestled on that show. Mox would probably wrestle. Might not be a title match, but it should be. His first title defense, I think, on Dynamite would be pretty cool.
Looks like he's going to cut a promo.
Moxley's going to talk.
I just want to thank everybody for believing in me.
The show's not over.
Seems very happy.
Crowd chanting Moxley. I mean, this is what he left the WWE for, to go and have great matches and become a champion. What did he say?
I think he said the S word.
You can say
He
it.
said shit.
That's true. It's been a year. Roughly.
Our people aren't that mad about the eye patch. They're like, it makes sense. Derek John says it could just be there to protect from the light. Sometimes you could see through the eye patch. All right, fine. Fine, it makes sense. If you guys like it, whatever. Seems a little weird to me, but whatever.
He's putting over the fans here, Moxley.
Mm-hmm. Bringing pro wrestling back to the people.
We here for you.
Oh, this title doesn't belong to me. This belongs to everybody here in Chicago.
Woo!
Chicago's a great crowd.
thanking the fans here, John Moxley. All right.
Well, hopefully we'll get his next challenger, maybe.
You think somebody's going to show up here?
It'd be cool.
If you want a big surprise, a big reveal, now would be the time, right? Goldberg!
Oh, no.
He's here, too. Here comes the money. Da-da-da. Haven't seen Shane McMahon in a while.
Hello, ladies.
Isn't he at the XFL games?
I don't know. I don't watch the XFL. Like most people.
Is he waiting for somebody, it looks like?
It looks like he's waiting for somebody to show up.
That's fine. It's cool if there's a confrontation.
I want somebody to show up. Oh.
Someone's coming.
Is that his music?
No, yeah, his music started to play. And now he's like saying he'll challenge anybody. He's not going to hide. He's going to be fighting champion.
No.
I think he got the hook, and he's like, no, I'm going to say this.
And now his music's playing, and now it's over?
All right.
That was weird. That was a weird end to his promo.
Awkward.
Yeah. All right, John Moxley's the new AEW World Champion, second champion ever. Just winked and kissed at the camera. And he's going into the crowd, exiting through the crowd.
Don't lose the title.
Oh, and people are actually touching him despite the fact that he's super sweaty and bloody. If I were in the crowd, I would not want to touch that man right now. You are going to get a wet and gross hand. Like, he's got blood flowing out of his face. He's all sweaty, and people are, like, touching him. It's like, nah, I wouldn't want to touch him.
Isn't he bleeding from the hand as well?
I learned my lesson as a very young child. I slapped King Kong Bundy's back after a match. Never again will I touch a wrestler after a wrestling match. Maybe you slap their hand before the match. After the match, don't touch the wrestlers. They are disgusting.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Bundy.
He's dead too, eh? God damn.
That's a shame.
Everybody's dead. It's crazy.
And we're dead tonight.
Yeah, we are dead because the show is over.
Dead tired.
Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to everybody checking in. Shannon, Derek, Daniel, MMAKO, Ted, AJ, Brian, all sorts of people. Big shout out to Daniel Winston out in Texas. Thank you for all the super chat, all the love. Thank you for watching.
Good questions, too.
We appreciate you enjoying the show. Thanks to everybody watching us on Facebook Live. Thanks to everybody watching us on YouTube. We're going to be back for another pro wrestling event watch-along next Sunday for the Elimination Chamber. We'll also be back for UFC 248 next Saturday. Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero. But before that, I'll be back here Thursday night, 8 p.m. with AJ and Fred for Ringside Report MMA. And then Friday, Johnny and I will be back for Dave and Johnny Live. Saturday for Wrestling Uncensored. You want to hear our thoughts on Goldberg winning the Universal Championship? Go to the YouTube channel right now. Subscribe to the channel. Go to the main page. And you can see Wrestling Uncensored, the latest episode, with our thoughts on Bill Goldberg. That does it. Thank you to everybody for watching. I'm Dave. He's Johnny. Who are you? Who are you?
I'm me.
You are you. All right.
Good
night. Show's over.
Good
night, everybody.
Bye, buddy.
AEW Revolution. John Moxley, new champion.